One day, Buddha reached the state of Magad with his pupils. He decided to stay there for some days. When residents of that state came to know that Buddha with his pupils was in their town, they started visiting to see him. They also started bringing different kinds of gifts for Buddha. Buddha was sitting with his pupils. People were coming to see him and giving him expensive gifts. Buddha was accepting gifts to be distributed among poor. The great king Bimbisar also came to see Buddha, and he was the first to offer incredible gifts like precious jewels, gold coins, ornaments, and large quantities of food. Prince Ajatasattu followed with gifts that were equally valuable and precious. Buddha was sitting amidst his pupils and accepting gifts by a gesture of raising one hand up. Some other rich citizens and merchants also come to see Buddha with many expensive gifts. Buddha again received them with a gesture of raising one hand up. Many kings, nobles, and merchants present gifts to Buddha. He accepted them all with the gesture of raising one hand up. Often all the kings were done giving their offering, an old rough-looking woman arrived there. She was hesitating to come in front and was hiding something in her hands behind. When Buddha saw her hesitating, he asked her, "Mother, why are you hesitating? And what are you trying to hide behind your hands?" She greeted the Buddha and said eagerly, "O enlightened one, I heard about your visiting to our town today. I am a poor woman and have nothing. When I heard the news, I was eating this pomegranate and had eaten only half. I have nothing else to give, so I brought along my half-eaten pomegranate. My Lord, I hope you will accept this, because I have nothing else to give you apart from that." Buddha stood up, extended both his hands to receive the half pomegranate. He accepted it with respect and grace. This act of Buddha astonished everyone present there. Some of the kings even felt offended, but they were reluctant to ask it to Buddha. Taking initiative, one of the kings approached Buddha and asked respectfully, "My Lord, why did you receive her gift with both hands and all of our expensive gift only by the gesture of raising one hand? It was only half a pomegranate, and that too was half eaten. Her gift was nothing in comparison to ours. What was special in her gift that you stood up and received her gifts with both hands?" Buddha replied gently. He said, "My dear friends, you and all other rich merchants gave me very expensive gift indeed. But none of you gave even a tenth of what you have, and even often you gave your motives was also to gain more glory rather than charity. This woman gave her all that she had, and in return she didn't expect any glory. Her intentions were so magnanimous. I definitely needed to receive such a noble offering with both my hands. For me, her gifts was the noblest of all kings, and other rich merchants of the town were ashamed now. Their ego of being rich and superior were crushed to pieces. They came to understand that being rich and wealthy doesn't make you superior to others, but purity of your intention is what matters more than the magnitude of your actions. We have to see in our life that sometimes people wish that if they had more money, they could do more charity, but they forget that charity does not depend upon the magnitude of your donation, but it depends upon the purity of your intention.